dum hyehyɛ deɛ mema Ghana fo nyinaa te wɔn ho ase ne sɛ yɛbɛtena mu daa yɛkanea no bɛdum daa bia na severity no ɛna ɛntumi to 2015 deɛ no because then in terms of generation we have enough, in terms of dependable we have enough, and sometimes in terms of availability we are supposed to have enough. If your resources are, we are supposed to have enough. Until the severity of doom no be a end to me and yes 2015 dear no, but doom no a yen the better nada. A bekayan hua kopem se Ghana manofo any Ghana dikanfo be who say enyinam kanea no Ghana nenkanko fapem and I say the bedrock of our development. And so mu say enyinam kanea na energy is the bedrock of our development. Na omo prioritize the energy sector and commit all resources in curbing inefficiencies and also allocating some of these resources to build the necessary infrastructure you be here and they stabilize power ama quality supply of power kroma and the bema dumso no suatwa say anya ne sadia dumso no de ye ne betena abribia kanea de bedum na kanea no so besan so and ye ne betena hwe kra na bia age da nkwa ama because the way things are going no kamea say yempanyifo no prioritize that sector the entire maker say any dum so betena da ne say you see sector bia here sika they dey djuma this particular sector here over $2 billion annually. Afibia no here be $2 billion. And the $2 billion you see the year depreciated. $2 billion is about 28 billion Ghana cedis. So almost see the near 14. Anna. Yeah. So 14 times 2. 14 to 5. 14 to 5. What I'm saying is 14. 14 times 2 is 28, which means every year we need about 28 billion Ghana cedis to cater for what we call the energy sector shortfall. And I say Zika, they will say they call enyinam kanea sector no e ma boost to ehemukina e ma power dey stable. Question maybe someone say as for mine, are we ready to mobilize 28 billion? Are we ready to find 28 billion somewhere to cater for this shortfall in our power sector? No, we could be ready, but is it our priority? Maybe not. And a priority, because a priority is say it was say be either than solving the power sector challenge. In this whole year 2 billion, there na 2 billion there was all the year. A power sector no infrastructure no e biache pa. Free sales ajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah mo esi akosombo yi. Yes, ma transmission lines be in our national transmission system no and interconnected system no ebi o hwa yensesan bi da o mampanyini Rollins by ono nso in the 80s, late 80s and early 90s no and so be create some of these transmission lines yensesan bi da the etia nete. And at these transmission lines no there's evidence to support that anytime weather variations and as a climate variations it also affects their capacity and their effectiveness, because abribia transmission lines no ewie bono na heat ba no na transmission line so a problem because it may lead to power surges or congestions and erratic outages. But sister transmission lines I heard that asoman are we ready say be piska e dey transmission lines yenye ready the last time yenye sika bi say the transmission lines no French aban enema iska. Say Francis from Kumasi to Kintampo to Bolga. This is which is 330 kilovolt. This nti eno no say it misses we are at least one minute there e be ma stable or efficient supply of electricity because system no e new. But so apart from that the southern sector no there your system no e be older abribia no heat nya temperature no ko higher and no quite me cause so erratic outage free. The second part is that apart from transmission lines, you have distribution challenges. ECG no ate ho no o complain say the transformers be cry that even though mudi tro actually if any saying PRC say they had challenges of about 715 transformers na enunti no dum so eba but PRC ko hwe mu no na only 89 of them and na bia high voltage or voltage ni more than 100%, which could lead to erratic outage. But most of the 750 no were stable. Some were even doing less than 30 to 70%. Some were doing 70 to 100%. Inti say ECG true, but omutro no kromadi no. There's still a problem there. Say transformers no be dada. As of mine, are we ready? Say be mobilize this car. They are fixed transformer. Is there a priority? The emitiwa mi huni there is not a priority. Inti say enye a priority a dum so no beba because that challenge no e was a sector ni antimi anka ebo a eno kura ma dum so timi ba e na e binum frɛ no localized fault.
Okay.
Eno kura timi ma dum so ba. Me nua wo ye no free ho so a ye won krofo so a ana nnwuma ku a omo supply enyinam kanea. Sa nnwuma ku yi no aban edi wo e na ankra nso di wo. Ankra de no ye say frɛ no independent power producers or generators, IPGs. Omu generate ma aban na aban ato. And omu generate based on sheshaya omu ne aban akọ. Say u generate ma ya say ne ye beto no. Na afi bia nso generate ma ne ye nto. And these gentlemen over the years or these companies over the years no generate power yi e de ma aban. Na omu generate ma aban awie no aban entumi ntua wonka. Nti ye no so abaye ka eda ho. Na anu se uti omampanyi call state of the nation. Or say omu ye reconciliation kura wie no. E ka no $1.2 billion for only 2023. And $1.2 billion no at that time no kura no for two companies in kan asogle ene car power. This all the car power ne asogle be ka ho a ahwa na e ka no ebe $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion no, are we ready to go and pay it? Do we even have the money to go and pay it? And also ya sem foforo. Ndi se wan tu omo a omo so no omo dwumadie no etochima kakra because one fuel ombeto e dia power sa particular plant no omo ntiminto. Routine maintenance e wo so omo ye no ahwe no mo ntima yenye sa routine maintenance. So mo yenye sa routine maintenance so eno so breakages timi bom. Eno so their free flow of supply of power no challenges ni ba dum so beba nti bisa won say are we ready say betima committee almost $1.6 billion na kotu omo ana we are not ready we any free ho a eno ya nkra aban kra nso ona o produce enyinam kanea no nso no viare omo nso no omo complain say yen so ye ton kanea e de ma ECG ye ton kanea ma ECG ska was de ma na on fa ma yen ye talk ani di ma ECG aban sika ewo mu ye chefa wo so de maye no true minister of finance ono so size ka on fa maye every based on say aban fa sika ne maye no amaye nso ka be dai so yes we ntimi nto oil ena aban so ntimi rezi LCB a maye ntimi nkoto oil ma nti because of that no VR nso kura to be madum so because if VR have challenges with any of his thermal plants or any of his plants na say want to me am to fuel anguma na say the plant no e ho tochima do nso timi ba and the way things are going abribia and the plant be timi tochima because sika e wo say e de ko ho e ko hwe VR ni ya IPP so mai say nipa se nipa ho kire na oyare na se won fa sika na mfa na nko hospital e dia ne ho nto no sa na e say VR ni IPPs na ko e se ya mfa sika na enko energy sector ho anko solve yare na energy sector ne yare na abribia no sector ni ye weak because na pomudi enye den nti dum so no de so bi ka se wa solve dum so a na menene enya adwen free se dum so no ye ne betina da until se oman ni nyina no ye be prioritize na ya hu se energy sector no is the bedrock of our development and enye me na me ka se the bedrock of our development in 2019 ye freko Ghana institution bi energy commission na energy commission publish a document bi friend energy sector recovery program report or document na sa document no na energy commission e ka say the population ye grow any ye grow for ye pe no e wo say ye nya kanea no stable quality power no ye nya na to so that Ghana no ye betima grow 6% say grow 6% and bit mama ye nkrofo dodo no afri hia mu ene ma ye unemployment no eswate ene ma Ghana a develop adi bi say hu say ne yetimi grow 6% yetimi grow 6% because ye nyinam kanea no so e ka ho because enye stable. The second part energy commission san ka energy commission san twere wo krata no say e wo say oh my Ghana ye nyinam kanea no kra ne boy fo because all the year to amantama na say kura ye twetwe ho ahia ye nyinam kanea boy den ena say ye wo period ye say Africa ne ye ko after na after no is a competitive platformer e wo say obia ne product ye competitive azana etima trade ya e wo say Ghana no ye nyinam kanea no ye ton no 13 cents per kilowatt hour ne amino ka say ye kanea no ye ton almost 20 cents per kilowatt hour ne board din say Cote d'Ivoire de ne board din say South Africa de ne board din say North Africans no bebre kro bebre ne board din say omo de na say ne board din say omo de ye be na ni omo compete ye ni omo compete no baby say na ye tua 20 cents ena isi energy commission say nke ntua 13 na de ntina ye tua 20 cents ye tua 20 cents because nano energy sector no sika no dodo na eyira anase mfa se ehyigu efri se ECG no kra na e wo so realize sika ma ye no waton kanea ma no walusu mu 40%. Sa 40% is ka ayira. Nti se wo so woton 1 billion mana 1 billion ne beba no na 400 million ayira ahye. Sa sika no eye mene woka. Asoman, have we solved that problem or are we ready to solve that problem? Menyi ni se omampanyi ni asolve that problem no. And a menyi ni se bi omampanyi ready se obe solve that problem no. Because if you are ready to solve that problem in here, I'm going through some of the state-owned entities. Me share Greco for example. When last time Greco published the annual report. The last time Greco published annual report 2018. 2019 annual report is not out. 2020 annual report is not out. 2021 is not out. 2022 is not out. 2023 Sebebampo maybe is yet to come. ECG doesn't publish annual report. So, your companies in the power sector now, because they don't publish annual report, sometimes you don't even know their trajectory in terms of progress. And the president also ensure more publish it. And come publish at least the civil society space will know the trajectory. Say, they don't publish because no one has prioritized that sector. The energy ministry doesn't care about that sector. Until now, so because it doom so yes, maybe severity minimal, compared to 2015, but we are going to live with it because the necessary interventions was put in place to resolve this doom so once and for all. We are not ready to put in place. You're ready say you put in place. Until say you're ready but I must commend the president for the first time at least accepting or admitting that doom so hodomono is something I also say bonabaso because hardly will you hear from the government say and their communicators, even the Minister of Energy say obejiatum say doom so aba. But the president stated emphatically say some time past load shedding contributed to doom so. But adebo akuana nka me pese me tie free president wo Mr. Speaker. You see, when a president is talking right on an official mission, you talk to get the trust of Ghanaians. The entire maker say, "Oh, kasa amagana fu ajiwadi." You see, the president was able to illustrate or enumerate the challenges FAC in the last 6 months or so a year causes a problem. But the president could not categorically state interventions are all put in place to solve this particular matter. And ebasana the lack of transparency and ma. Because for example, last 2 months, Gridco had a statement by out. Say, and this statement they reported to the Ministry of Energy. Say they were facing a challenge with AXA. DNT AXA health challenge. AXA health challenge because na AXA ain't me access fuel. How they power one of the plant. And because of that, the AXA plant and that particular plant was down and we're losing almost 230 megawatt. Was I by out? Ebeka say Asogli, one of the thermal plants, or a routine maintenance, and because of that routine maintenance in Intino, and also no, we're losing some form of power, and also down. Or sign can be say VRE or Pong thermal plant, Pong I use diesel, and also no VRE no own to me as I say diesel, Intine also down. So as a president, so person me duty. Na me who say no why you bibia These things should have been illustrated or enumerated in his speech. So your problem na ye nyina eti say asogle ni maintenance no waya wie ya solve viary pon wanya diesel no aksa natural gas ne dia betum right nti ebasa na me mitimi follow a track ehun say yes the problem have been solved say okasa wie kra metimi akọ failed akọ assessment say oh pon do you not have diesel to confirm what the president said but to say a general statement mami to me nya kwan and access the potency right of what you said and I said on seminal kind be no chrome and I said no chrome because general statement there their political statement will be able to make right until next time so nya kwanya e was o can be sa akire. And the next part also is that I also think that I was a president especially Makane Bebre say and the Minister of Energy it is a beye yemfe ayen de say omo be pa out ntem abekire Ghana for e kwan a aban no e fa so ama enyinam kanea sem no agina yie agina pepepe dan kwama de enti ameka sa ne say I've told you that we need annually about $2 billion e was aban na nimanimu ya no otumi ka chen say yes ye here $2 billion na say ni na yebekọ adwaman so ye de to bi beto so anase ye sika bi ye di ni ha ne ye hwen sika ni bi so e de akotua sa aka wi right it boosts confidence and no kranoma investor confidence eba kroma it contributes to business attractiveness because obi bia wa ma no ni bia opeso be bia business so the moment obeti say the power sector challenge which is a debt issue no aban e fa kwan we so atua sa aka no ama enyinam kanea sector na be very powerful no obe ordinary business beba ne ye nuanom omudi omu business e kokko divo nyina be sign the business na ba fie ba se wan fa sa asem na ma na Ghana fo hu de e kono ada bi obi aka se eyesikasem na yenya hu pumasi bre no obi abe start ama the business so e de akokko divo bi obenya stable power obetimi de akọ South Africa obe ana China obetimi anya stable power so I think that I was a president and monim ya no e be kire and say yes the problem is financial. And these are the measures we are putting in place to get the money to us to solve this problem once and for all. Now, lastly, you see, the president has also exposed the Minister of Energy, right? Because the entire makers were exposing the Minister of Energy, Matthew Poku Prempe, honorable, is that the president can was a minister ne also beka. And your president ne also beka and say, yeah, the natural gas, but yes, it was the responsibility of the minister. But the silence of the minister and the force of president man beka say, because who's a minister and a good animal. You see. Even the deputy minister at a point in time had to speak.
Yeah.
Herbert has to speak. Because anyone was
the chairperson of ECG.
ECG. Anyone was say, yeah, minister, you pagini out there and why you ding. Ghana for air to boyen. So Herbert has to speak and apologize to Ghanaians. Oh, here in the statement now, and on the speech now, or apologize to Ghanaians say, delay say yanti mambe kansem no, mom fan chayen. Ne mum say na ye na mumma ye na otribi. Na so even though na otri is a political statement, I don't buy into na otri. But Okano. So the Minister of Energy, I think that Debia Maka, if he thinks Sebia ministry no esu China, he should resign and let others take over because the Elma problem facing Ghana for now with respect to Dumso or no Dumso is a silence in the ministry.
Okay.
The indiscipline in the ministry where sector agencies are fighting and his inability to resolve those problems. Entina president because president no I expose no say bia onim na juma anase ministry no eso chen no